Hi guys, I'm Karen for Makeup and Beauty Blog coming at ya with not a stitch of makeup on, completely bare skin face right now, and that's because today I'm starting a journey and I'm going to take you with me. You and I are going to follow you and I are going to follow myself. I mean, I had like an Austin Powers moment there. We're going to go on a journey and you are going to follow me as I test out this kit from skincare brand Nuvesse for tired eyes, puffiness, and dark circles. There's an eye mask. I have 4 of them here, and an eye serum, and this experiment is going to go for a month, and by the end of it, hopefully, my dark circle situation, which you can see is going on right here, will be a little better, and maybe not as dark and not as purpley, and honestly, anything will be better than what's going on right now. I am in my 40s, okay, and as you know, or maybe you don't know, I'm a new mommy. My daughter, Connor Claire, is 10 months old now, and whether or not I get sleep, hey, it's a crapshoot. I'm living under that child's regime. So sometimes I get sleep, sometimes I don't, but every day it seems I wake up and the dark circles are getting progressively more vicious and more purple. So especially here, the inner portion of my eye, and this eye especially. I don't know why, I think the skin might be a little thinner. So I'm going to do is film, myself using the masks and the serum roller, and I'm going to check in along the way, and you're going to follow me as we see how the progress is going. So Nuvesse, this kit is $95. They also make other kits that address additional skin concerns like anti-aging. I know that there's one for eye firming, and some of the kits, there's also like trial kits that are available for a little less, for $18, so you can try it out for a week. You don't have to try it out for a month and jump right in. So yeah, close up. So that way you can just see the dark circles that much more. I'm a new mom and I'm in my 40s, so I have dark circles, and you can see them here, especially on the inner portion of my eye right underneath my lash line, and they are usually a lovely shade of purpley blue, and today they seem to be a little more purple than blue. And this eye in particular, the dark circles are always darker for some reason. I think it's just the skin might be a little bit more thin, and so usually I like makeup, so what I do is I apply a color corrector, and then I have to set the color corrector, and then on top of that I do like another concealer, and then I set the concealer. I mean, it's a lot of layers. And I would kind of love it if, I would love it if I could just wear less makeup. I'm finding that as I get into my 40s, that when I wear a lot of makeup, it looks heavier, it settles into my fine lines, and ideally it would be great if I could just wear less, and if my dark circle situation was not as dark circly. So it's been just about 20 minutes, and this mask is still on. It feels really good. The mask itself, the material is on the thinner side, but it does this really great job of like gripping onto the skin, but it doesn't like cling on there so that it hurts. It's cooling but not tingly. It feels very, very refreshing. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, getting a good sniff. It's not really scented, but I have a basset hound nose, and I'm getting a little lemony action. Very faint though, but you probably won't if you don't have a basset hound nose like I do. Okay, we're taking this one off the left side. There it goes. Oh, that feels good. And wow, okay, so I feel like my skin is plumper. It feels a bit more taut. The dark circle situation, I don't know if they seem a little bit, it seems a tiny bit less dark. I wouldn't say that it was just like, it's a 360 turn, but it seems a little bit less dark, a little bit more bright. I mainly see the difference in how like hydrated my skin feels. Oh, that feels so good as I feel up my eyes. It feels really hydrated and soft, and in the mirror I can see that it looks slightly more plump, just a touch. maybe even a bit more smooth. I don't see a huge difference in terms of puffiness. Maybe you can, but I don't know. I look at myself all the time, so I do notice a big difference in smoothness and softness. It's day 3 and I'm checking in with some rollerball action. So I've been using this for a couple days. I used the mask the day before yesterday, then this yesterday morning and evening, and this morning, getting ready for the day. And it's really refreshing. The rollerball feels very cooling when I put it against my skin, and it's almost like, I don't know, putting cucumbers. It's got that refreshing feeling. So I basically follow the directions on the box, which say apply the roller serum directly to the skin around the eye area. Apply morning and night after cleansing and on the go as desired. When I do this though, I have noticed that the serum, it seems to have deposit a lot. There's tabs. And so I just take my fingers and I pat in what's left over into the under eye area. So in terms of noticing any changes, I have noticed that my puffiness, the puffiness that I usually have underneath my eyes in the morning, it's definitely not as puffy when I use this roller ball. It kind of deflates everything, and that's something I noticed right away. Also, I noticed the cat keeps chirping. Maybe he likes how it looks. So I have noticed a difference in terms of like smoothness and suppleness, I guess. My skin feels a lot softer and it looks smoother and I guess slightly more taut. In terms of dark circles, I noticed a little bit of a difference, not a huge difference. So you guys, this is just another check-in. I just used the second mask, and in between this one and the first one, I've been using the rollerball morning and in the evening. And I have to say, I can see a difference in my under eye area. So usually in this particular inner part, it's a dark shade of bluish purple, and now it's more like a lighter shade of eggplant purple. And the biggest change I can see is this eye. This is the eye that gives, it's like all about the drama. It's usually very dark from this point, the inner point, all the way out almost to here. And it's lighter. I can definitely tell a difference that it's not as dark. The dark spots aren't as pronounced as they used to be. Sorry, that's my daughter in the background. She's just saying hi. And it's almost as if the dark circle spot parts have faded from this point outward. It's kind of actually kind of really cool. This part I do notice a little bit of change. Again, I can also see like a difference in the not necessarily firmness, but the texture of my skin. It looks smoother and it looks plump and not as puffy, particularly in this area right here, which tends to puff up. So yeah, just a quick check-in, and see you in a little bit for the next one. Hey, so I'm halfway through the regimen right now. I've used the mask twice and the rollerball in between morning and evenings. That's my daughter. She's saying hi, and these are the results so far. So I'm really happy because I have been able to see a little bit of a difference. You know, I wasn't expecting like the dark circles to disappear overnight, but I have seen a difference, especially in this eye right here. This is my easier eye, I guess. The intensity of the color, it's not as like purpley blue. Now it's just like a lovely shade of purple. I can still see a little bit there in terms of dark circles, but it's not as intense. I can also see a little bit of improvement on this eye. In that like the concentration of the color is closer to the inner part and it's not so much spread out underneath this eye. And today there happens to be like a little blue vein action happening here. I don't know why that is. I mean, it could be a number of things. It's the holidays after all. I haven't been sleeping that well, and I've been eating a little more junk food than I usually do, and I haven't been drinking as much water, so who knows? It could be any of those factors, and I also just worked out and took a shower. But anyway, that's kind of unusual. I don't know why that's there, but yeah, overall, I'm really happy with the results. You know, I wasn't expecting like for the circles to disappear overnight. There's still a little bit of action there, and that's fine. I'm just happy to have seen some difference. The texture of my skin has also changed a little bit. It seems to look and feel smoother and softer. So you guys, I'm going to continue on this journey, and I'll see you again at the next check-in.